Alright guys, this is a review, I'm just going over the test so you know what you did wrong and you can fix it for the next time that this problem comes out. Or just for those of you that just need a peace of mind and need to know what you did wrong. So here it asks us to solve for x. So x is on our left side, 2/3 x minus 2 equals 16. We will want to isolate that x. So we first get rid of the 2 by doing the opposite. Since it's subtracting a 2, the opposite is to add a 2. But I do to one side, I do to the other. And to get rid of a fraction, you multiply by the reciprocal. Times 3 over 2. But I do to one side, I do to the other. Since it's a whole number, it will be 18 times 3 over 2, 1 times 2. And then you would simplify that, and that'll give us 27. Also, you could have done this one in the calculator using NSolve. So you would go Menu, Algebra, Numerical Solve. You would plug in the equation 2/3 x minus 2 equals 16. Don't forget comma x. Enter. Okay. Number 2. It says that you're going to be charged 10 cents per mile plus $30 per day for a mid-sized sedan. If she goes for 4 days and has $200, what is the maximum number of miles she can drive? So it's 10 cents per mile plus $30 per day. Well, she's going 4 days, so times 4 equals 200. So that'll be 120 equals 200. We would subtract the 120, subtract the 120. Okay. Bring down what's left. And then we would divide by 10 cents. 0.10 from both sides, and that'll give us 800. You could have also done it in the calculator once you know what your equation is. Menu, Algebra, Numerical Solve, 10 cents or 0.10 x plus 30 times 4 equals 200, because that's the most I can spend. Solve for x, or comma x. Okay. Number 3, what is the value of x that makes the equation true? So again, it was solving. So you have 3.3 minus x equals 3 parentheses x minus 1.7. You have to distribute the 3. 3 times 1.7 is 5.1. Since it's minus or negative, it's negative 5.1. And then you want the x's on the same side, so you can either cancel it on this side or this side. I'm just going to subtract the 3x from here, subtract the 3x from here. Negative 1 minus 3 would be negative 4x. You still have a 3.3 here, so I want to get rid of this one by subtracting the 3.3, subtracting the 3.3. Again, that's a negative, so they're going to combine and give me negative 8.4 equals negative 4.x. Last thing there is to divide by negative 4, divide by negative 4, x equals 8.4 divided by negative 8.4 divided by 4. Oops. So negative 8.4 divided by 4. Oops, divided by negative 4. Oh, good luck. Positive 2.1. Again, you could have done numerical solve, menu, algebra, numerical solve, 3.3 minus x equals 3 open parentheses, x minus 1.7, close parentheses, comma x. 12. Oops, that was a 3.3, not a 3.1. 3.3. There we go. 2.1. Number 4. It gives us this equation and it asks us to solve for r. So I equals PRT. So we want r by itself. We need to get rid of p and t, so r is by itself. We can do that by division because all three are being multiplied. I can do that in one step. Divide by p and t. But if I divide on one side, I divide on the other. R equals I divided by p t. Number 5, what is the solution to the equation below? Again, we have to solve. We have to distribute first, so that'll be 3a minus 6. And then on the other side, these two are like terms because they both have an a. There's no number in front, it's a 1. 4 plus 1 is 5, so 5a. Bring down the 2, brings a positive or plus 2, equals 3a minus 6. We don't want two variables, so let's cancel out the one on the right. By subtracting it, so it cancels out to 0, but if I subtract on one side, I subtract on the other. Oops. Then we want to solve for a, so we get rid of this 2 and this one. We get rid of the plus 2 first by subtracting. That'll equal negative 8. Divide by 2, divide by 2. A equals negative 4. Again, on this one, that's already at least 3 problems we could use numerical solve. So menu, algebra, numerical solve. 4a plus 2 plus a equals 3 parentheses a minus 2. Oops. Minus 2. Close parentheses, comma. We're solving for a, so a. Like where? And there's our answer. So for at least 3 problems, you didn't have to know how to solve. You just could have used the calculator. Turn it over. It says, given the equation, gives the equation, find the value of x when y equals negative 18. So in place of y, we're going to put negative 18 and copy the rest of the equation. Then we're going to solve for x. We have to distribute 2x plus 12, bring down the minus 10, bring down the 18. Then we combine like terms. These two are like terms, just regular numbers. So that'll be 2. 12 minus 10 is 2. Then we want to get rid of this 2 first. Minus 2, minus 2. And then last thing is to divide by 2. So our answer is negative 10. Again, you could have used numerical solve. But you have to plug in that negative 18 first. So negative 18 equals 2 parentheses x plus 6 minus 10, comma x. I cannot, this will not work if you put y. You cannot have 2 variables. You can only have 1 variable for numerical solve to work. Right, there's our answer. Next one, inequalities. You have to do by hand to figure out the correct sign. Draw your line down the inequality sign. There's parentheses, so distribute first. That'll give me a 3x plus 12. And then these two are like terms, so those will combine. But it's 3 minus 8, so that'll give me a negative 5. Bring down the plus 12, the inequality, and the 27. Now I need to get rid of the 12 by subtracting a 12. By subtracting a 12. So I do to one side, I do to the other. Last thing there is to divide by a negative 5, because it's multiplying. So we have to divide by a negative 5 so I can get a positive x. I never want a negative x. But if I divide, I have to flip my inequality. It was opening to the right, now it's opening to the left. And my answer is negative 3. So the answer is A. Now you could use numerical solve, but that will not give you the whole answer. If you use numerical numerical solve, menu, algebra, numerical solve, you can type in the equation, but you cannot put the inequality sign. It will only work if you put equals. So 27, comma, x. At least it'll give me the correct number, and I know the answer should be -3. So at least I would have a 50-50 chance of getting this right if I wanted to use end solve. But I cannot use it with an inequality. It has to be an equal sign. Okay, but you have to do it by hand to figure out at the end if it does change or not, the inequality sign. Alright, number 8, I recommend you draw a picture. Our dimensions of the rectangle are 2x plus 3 and x minus 1. So that's 2x plus 3, this is 2x plus 3. And this is x minus 1, the opposite side. It's the same because you know that for rectangles. All you have to do is combine like terms. 2x plus 1x plus 2x plus 1x. Altogether, that's 6 x's. This is the only one that has 6 x's. Then regular numbers, 3 plus 3 is 6. Minus 1 is 5. Minus another one is 4. So 6x plus 4. Number 9, you have to simplify. So you have to distribute first. That'll be 6x. Ooh, it's a -3. So -6x, positive 15y, and positive 24. Then you bring down what is in the front, 8x plus 7y plus 4. Then you combine like terms. 8x and -6x, those are like terms. 7y and 15y, those are like terms. And 4 and 24 are regular numbers, and those will be like terms, and those will combine. So that'll give me 2x, that'll give me positive 22y, and that'll give me positive 28. Next. Again, you're going to have to solve by hand if it's an inequality, but either way, because you have two different variables, you cannot use end solve here, the calculator, you have to work it out by hand. We're solving for y, if you notice. They don't say it, you just have to figure out on your own that they were solving for y. How can you tell? Well, because all my answers are set equal to y. So then we need to get rid of the 3 and the 6x, so we get rid of the 6x first. Minus 6x, minus 6x. Remember, these are not like terms, so they just go next to each other. I'm left with a -3y is less than 18 minus 6x. Last thing to get rid of is that -3y, excuse me, just a -3, but it's touching the y, so it's multiplication. The opposite is to divide. When I divide by a -3, divide by a negative. Since I divided by a negative, the inequality now opens to the right instead of, excuse me, to the left instead of to the right. It has to flip. That'll give me a -6 and a positive 2x. Okay, so our answer is, right, they just have the 2x first, and it's positive, and the 6 next, and it's negative or minus. Alright, almost done. Which equation represents this one when solved for y? So pretty much the same thing we're doing up here. We're solving for y. So I need to get rid of the 4x and the -3. So we start with the 4x. Minus 4x, minus 4x. They go next to each other because they're not like terms. So -3y equals 15 minus 4x. Then a -3 is then just like the last problem. It's touching the y, so it's multiplication. The opposite is to divide by the exact number. Y equals -15, positive 4/3 x. Why? Because a negative divided by a negative is a positive. So then, I believe our answer is D. Oh no, it's 4/3, not 3/4. So 4/3, and it's positive. So it can't be this one. It's between these two. And then when divided, we got a -5. So our answer is 8. Ooh, don't make that mistake. Alright, last one. Definitely you could use end solve here. Let's do it by hand first. 3c minus 9. Distribute the 3. Bring down the plus 20c equals 6. combine like terms. That'll give me 23c. Don't forget the minus 9 is still there. Then we want to solve for c. Get rid of the 9 first. Add a 9. Add a 9. Run out of room there. So 23c equals 69. That's a c, okay? Divide by 23. Divide by 23 because they're touching. We know it's multiplication, so the opposite is to divide. I do to one side, do to the other. C equals 3. Again, you could have used and solve. Menu, algebra, numerical solve. 3 parentheses, c, minus 3, oops, yeah. Close parentheses, plus 20 equals 60. And enter. Oops. Don't forget that comma, what we're solving for. I forgot it. So comma, and then the letter C. Ooh, did I forget something? Oh, yes, I forgot something. I forgot that 20 also had a C. C. There we go. Alright, so in case you get something weird, always go back and read that. Alright guys, those are the answers for the test. Hope that helped.